Predicted it. Mexico versus Portugal in the World Cup final. A deadly new virus, food shortages, and a U.S. divided, all about to boil over. Let's dive into the chaos that's about to unfold. First up, the U.S. divided, but not in the way you might think. We're not just talking about political divides or blue versus red states. The Simpsons have been warning us for years about a fractured America. But 2026 could be the year it goes way beyond division and into secession. In one episode, The Simpsons predicted California breaking off from the rest of the United States and becoming its own independent nation. It was a joke back then, but now it's looking more like a real possibility. Think about it. California, a state with a population larger than some countries, has been pushing for its own sovereignty for years. With tensions running high, it might not just be California. We could be looking at 50 separate nations instead of one united country. Could we be on the brink of the U.S. splitting into 50 independent countries? Then there's the terrifying prediction that the U.S. is on the verge of total collapse. The Simpsons predicted it with Lisa as president, grappling with massive debt to China. Fast forward to today, and tensions with China are boiling over, with military drills, cyber attacks, trade wars, and a surveillance balloon shot down. We're not at war yet, but experts warn 2026 could be the tipping point. But let's take a breath because there's another prediction that really gives us chills. HMPV, the virus nobody's talking about. Remember the global pandemics The Simpsons predicted? Well, the next one might already be here. HMPV, human metapneumovirus, is spreading rapidly. It's a flu-like virus with symptoms that could be mild, but when it mutates, who knows? It's already caused outbreaks in several countries. Could this be the virus that gets out of control in 2026? Imagine this. By next year, this virus could go global. Schools, businesses, even entire cities could go into lockdown again. But it gets worse. What if the virus mutates into a strain that causes severe respiratory failure, or spreads in ways we haven't seen before? Effectively, a repeat of COVID-19, but much more deadly. Governments scrambling for a solution, borders closing, global trade grinding to a halt. Picture mass shortages of essential supplies, such as food, medicine, even toilet paper. What if the fear of this virus causes widespread civil unrest? Or worse, martial law? If we're honest, we've never really recovered from the last pandemic. Could HMPV be the one to push us over the edge? And we haven't even touched on food scarcity. You know that ridiculous plot where Springfield runs out of food because Homer dumps pig waste into the lake? Now, it doesn't seem so far-fetched. Climate change, droughts, and natural disasters are already wiping out crops faster than we can grow them. Scientists are scrambling to come up with alternatives, like lab-grown meat and synthetic food. But what happens when real food becomes a luxury? Next up, Mexico versus Portugal in the World Cup final. Yeah, everyone's been talking about it, but here's the twist. The Simpsons predicted it back in 1997, but it wasn't a real prediction. It was a fictional TV ad that was part of an episode, not an actual World Cup forecast. Still, it's enough to raise an eyebrow, right? As crazy as it sounds, we're already seeing the rise of these two teams, and 2026 could be their year. And then there's the AI takeover. In season 23, episode 17, Mr. Burns replaces humans with robots for efficiency, but the machines quickly take over, destroying the town. Fast forward to 2026, and AI is replacing jobs everywhere. But it's no longer just assisting. AI is making decisions, from what we eat to how we fight wars. What happens when AI controls our healthcare, law enforcement, or even launches missiles? This isn't sci-fi anymore. AI is about to take control. So, what's the bottom line here? It's simple. 2026 isn't just another year. It could be the end of everything we know, or the beginning of something far, far worse. The predictions aren't funny anymore. They're a warning. One question remains, though. Will we be able to survive what's coming next?